Hello, this is Greg with Huntsville, and so I could get this video started and say hi. And we're going to go in here and see what's going on, but I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to go right straight in. I'm going to kind of assess the situation and progress accordingly. That's why I call this video scouting. I didn't say I'm going to attend or be right in, okay? So I'm still be safety minded. Says you should put your long hair up in a man bun and a blend right in. Oh, come on now. I made potato candy today. All right. Yard work. Where's Greg? Uh-oh. I'm here. So I haven't seen him yet. Yeah, I'm right here, guys, and we're just starting. So this is the historic depot in Huntsville. And I thought this was a fitting place to pull over before I go in. And this protest is supposed to be in Big Spring Park, and that's pretty much straight ahead. There's the Regions Bank. The good news is I don't see any smoke. So for all intent and purpose, it looks like Huntsville's not on fire. It looks like it's not burning. That's the good news. Now, what else it means, I don't know yet. Maybe I may not even be able to get down this road. It may be blocked off. I don't know. Now that's a couple of churches here in town. There's part of the downtown section. So we'll see in a minute. Yeah, I plan to stay safe. Kevin, I plan to stay safe. I'm just, that's why I call it scouting. We're going to check it out at first from the outside, and we will proceed accordingly. Now, you know what? Here's the thing. This group is kind of it's not one of the big groups. It's not BLM. It's not Antifa. Now, all those guys may show up. It's not NF, whatever that is. It's not that group. It's not, but all those guys might be here. I have no idea. Then again, this group, they got 26 cities organized. Well, Huntsville's a small conservative town. It's got a Republican mayor, and they're real strict on law enforcement here. So I really doubt much is going to happen. Now, right ahead, this road goes through Big Spring Park. Well, it's not blocked off. And there's not people in the street. I'm expecting this to be peaceful here. I really am, because it's just the nature of Huntsville. Now, through the night, it might cease to be peaceful. That's a possibility. So we got, this is Big Spring. Yeah, there's some people just walking around right now. I don't see any protests. The protest started at 3. Now, maybe it's already broken up. I don't see any sign of a protest, to be honest. I figured when they had the other ones here like a few weeks ago, they went a while. I gotta find a place to park. I'm gonna park down here. So I don't know. This whole thing may be broken up by now, but when they had the other protest back a few weeks ago, they actually, I gotta find a parking spot. No, that's a no parking zone. I have to circle back around. Those protests went to the point that the city broke them up. They went at night and went past their time. That was BLM and Antifa and all those guys. So these guys started their protest at 3. At least that was the schedule. So now they might be at a little bit different location on the park here. That's museum parking. Okay. So we got a museum. There's the spring. Plaza Park. There's offices. There used to be a Hilton Hotel right there. That's where I did the 93 International Space Development Conference was held right here where that street is. Used to be the entrance to the hotel. Changed all this quite a bit. I may have a parking spot here. Hang on, hold this phone. Guys, back it in. I'm doing some parallel parking, so hang on with me, guys. Take me a time or two to get this right. bear with me a minute. I'm parking. Yeah, I'm just about in here. Pardon me for that, guys. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Looks like this may be a car of one of these people. So there must be some of them around here. I'm actually parked a little too far up this parking spot. Oops. Yeah, hang on, guys. So here we are. There's some of them here. I don't know where they're at. There's some of them here. And maybe they're just around the spring park. I don't know. This whatever's here today totally looks peaceful. And then don't even look organized. I don't see any groups. There's definitely people here. All right. So, might could have pulled back a little bit further. This car is really off. You see they got a don't drill, fight racism. I guess I'm in the right place. I could back up a little bit more here. Wait a second. That car in front of me was like real far up. I was kind of close to the other one, but I got no space back there. I can back up a little bit, get more in my lot. There we go. There, I'm inside the line, even though he left a mile there. Got the other car crowded a little bit. He's got room enough to get out. All right. I'll walk around here. Riding room. Okay. How y'all doing? Guys, I really don't think there's anything going on here. We'll walk up to the spring itself. All this water here comes out of the big spring in Huntsville. This is a big spring pond. Over there is the Von Braun Civic Center. I think we just caught the Von Braun Center now. Here's the ducks. How you doing?
I'm like, what's happened?
You know?
What's happened, my God?
This is a family-oriented park. The main museum here, art museum that is. There's museums all over town around here. That's the art museum. So nothing else today. You'll get a tour. Uh-oh, that's one way. You'll get a tour of our park. We'll stop in a little bit and look at some of the notes. Say hi to YouTube.
Busy.
Busy. That's Teresa. Teresa works for me. Shannon knows Teresa. Shannon's in here. Shannon in here? I see her. A lot of fish in this pond. Look at these fish. goldfish. They're spoiled. They expect you to feed them. Yeah, they're carp goldfish.
So, the kettle chips.
Let's go this way. So my objective is to walk up to the big spring itself. If there's anything, we'll see it. It may be this whole thing is broken up. You know, I guess from some of the bumper stickers that some of the people from the event are still here. You know, I saw a bunch of cars just covered up with bumper stickers. So maybe they had to protest. Maybe it just, they didn't have a lot to say. Maybe it was over. Oh, here it is. We got a little pavilion here. How y'all doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You got a little Red Cross Center here?
Pardon?
Got a little Red Cross Center here for medics and such?
Street medics. They're out with the protest right now. I'm just watching the station for them.
Oh, okay. So where's the protest at?
Up the hill around the courthouse.
Oh, is it? It's actually on top?
Yeah.
It's not down by the spring?
No, it's up top by the courthouse.
Many people there?
We had about 30 or 40.
You want to say hi to YouTube?
Pardon?
You want to say hi to YouTube?
No, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Much appreciated.
Very good. That's downtown. Now there is a protest here. It's not at the Big Spring Park, it's at the courthouse. The website said Big Spring Park. So that's not the case. Interesting. They did have a BLM pavilion set up at least. So we're going to walk around that way. There's steps to go up from the spring to get to the level where the courthouse is. So let's walk over here by, look at the ducks and the fish at least. So like I said in my video, this is the scouting of it. We're not attending it. And we're not going to go near any mayhem, if things look like mayhem, which I don't think I'm going to find in this town. Seriously doubt that. Not at this hour. It might get zany later, but I don't plan to be around later. I'll watch the news tonight and see if it gets zany. But the website said Big Spring Park. Well, we are in Big Spring Park, but one of their members just told us that this event is up near the courthouse. So I'm walking up there. Indeed, we are just scouting the event, scouting around. So nice trees here. This park blooms really nice in the springtime. All these trees, are a lot of flowering trees in here. You should see this stuff in the springtime. There's a walkway to cross up here. That's where I'm heading to. It's looking up toward the big spring. So that's where we'll settle around this big spring. That was the beginning of town. Big Spring flows out of a cave. The cave has, what do you call it? I didn't bring a mask. They require it. It's in the car. Pardon me. Where's the walkway at here? Here. All right. We're on the corner, walk and don't walk. Push the button here. Walk 27 seconds. So we're getting close to the courthouse. Really close. Walk around this side because don't you see the stream coming out of this spring here? This stream, the entire flow of it comes out of a single spring. And this was carved as a canal. This was opened up and carved as a canal to be able to move cotton, basically from downtown. Something probably hasn't been done since mid 1800s, probably, if that. That's where we're heading. Big Spring. Big Spring was the area of indigenous people. Chickasaw, Cherokee, and Creek spoke of it unknowingly. Supply of fresh water, attracting explorers, westbound fortune singers. First non-native settlers, Isaac and Joseph Crenner, arrived in 1804. John Hunt, who started the town. Don't go on with that. How y'all doing? We good?
I like that grill. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
This fish here. Don't walk over here. Look at this. There's a little fish down there. Hey, you know, we got to stop and smell the roses on the way to the riot. How you doing? To the riots we shall go. To the riots we shall go. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. To the riots we shall go. I'm a riot, right? Over here.
Easy.
So right here, everything is really peaceful. Really peaceful. Right here, nothing. Protest is not here. So you can step right down into there if you want to. Put your feet in it. Oh, somebody's getting married here today. Yeah. Just having a wedding here. So Huntsville, Rocket City. Coming up on the spring here. It's time to have a wedding. It's right after a riot. That's not going to be a riot here. Protest, maybe. Alright, here you guys. Here's the big spring. Hey, y'all guys, what you doing?
Hey.
What time do we need to clear out of here? Y'all about busy in here.
Oh, yeah. We're doing the wedding.
What time is that?
7 o'clock.
Oh, we'll be gone.
We'll go be in
Here's the spring. That's the oldest bank in Alabama up there. Jesse James and Frank James had kinfolk in town. They would come to town occasionally and said that Jesse James actually worked in that bank. Rumor is he robbed it and jumped off this cliff with his horse into the spring and got away. That's a rumor, but hey, probably a fantastic tale. I haven't seen that collaborated. Now, this is an interesting little bridge here. Just a little pylon sticking up. You can see the water below. Isn't that cool? Huntsville's a cool place, believe it or not. Path to Prosperity. I don't know if that one's right up there. Water trail. And we're going to go up this hill. Courtyard's right up here, up top of this hill. Here the cicadas. Cicadas are making racket up in these trees. Well, that's hollering is. Let me check my chat room here for a second, see what people are saying. I'm going up. One more flight to go. A nice little place to stop here for a second. Here we got 119 in the room. Oh, awesome. Woo! 119 people here. I live underground, not in a red light. Vicky says, in Israel, carp are called St. John's fish and are considered a delicacy. Interesting. I knew they were edible, but I didn't know anyone ever considered them a delicacy. When I was a kid, if we caught them fishing, Dad always said, throw them back. So cool to see architecture in other cities. Southern cities have neat architecture. Thank you, Everyday Blue. John Burns, sweet home Alabama. I missed Alabama, moved in 2000, says the lady. The Dagger? Yeah, Lady Dagger Status, okay. How you doing, Lady Dagger Status? Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Hey, girl. Everyday Blue, I agree. All right, we're going to get back up and go up there in a minute. And Brian Purdy says, I'd have never seen this Huntsville in my life. Cornet live stream. Thanks, Mr. Greg. Oh, okay. Hey, Hun, says Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. You guys, you need to check out her channel. I love to hear her play the guitar. Real sweet, simple, good music. A lot of fun. Ah, we have 420 Freedomless Films in the house. Don't be coy, he says. We talking about the koi fish. What's up, Ransom? Yeah, we have Ransom in the house. We're about to go up and see this protest is cooking up here, guys. What we got in here? Hey, Greg and all, Nicole Perry says. Welcome, Varsh. I'm just checking up some meats. You're alive in Sweden again. That's good to know. This is a global platform. Vicky says, hey folks, bang the bell. Yeah, please bang the bell, guys. We got 125 people in here, only 60 bell bangers, only 60 likes. Let's get it up there. It helps the algorithms. More likes, the better. Like fighting fire with fire. Well, I'm not planning to be fighting any here today. We're just going to go check it out. This is called Scouting. All right, that's good enough. Let's go on up and see what's happening up here. They said there's a protest up here. We just heard that from the BLM medic station down below. I didn't know where it was. I mean, it said in the announcement it was Big Spring Park. So we went all the way through Big Spring Park. All right, here it is. That's the courthouse. Little restaurants here. First Bank in Alabama, Planters and Merchants Bank. That is the first bank in the state right there. Used to an old-fashioned courthouse here, and they tore it down and built this modern monstrosity. What a shame. Got away with some beautiful southern architecture. I'm about to show you something they're trying to get rid of or move. There's a lot of consternation over it. This might surprise y'all to see it still standing. Somebody put paint on it. Erected in 1905. And there's a lot of consternation about who has jurisdiction to move it. They're claiming they're going to move it. That's what they're claiming. There's the court. There's that old bank again. So we'll walk around the court square and see what's going on. We'll see what's happening. Somebody dropped something there. Just leave it, because maybe they'll find it. It's a beautiful town here. Not much to see at the courthouse. It's just an ugly monstrosity. A lot of little shops here. I was talking to the guy that runs that shop about, I'm trying to get the head chef there for selling him microgreens. And I left some samples there, but I never quite got a hold of him. My schedule just didn't meet his schedule. Pardon me, sir, where's the riots?
Okay.
I said, where's the riots? Nah, ain't a riot, right? You have a little fun in Vinny's. Rick? Well, I think I know who owns that. I think the girl I used to work with, the husband runs that place. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Vinny's, yeah, that's a Greek and Indian grill. I know who runs that place. Well, everything seems pretty peaceful along here. People riding bicycles. Families dining outdoors. But it's a good place to do that now. Got a police memorial. Well, the Council of Culture hadn't got to that. That's, I think, a good thing. You know, somebody dies defending their home. That's worth noting. Harrison Brothers Hardware. That's one of the oldest hardware stores around. There's another old hardware store a couple blocks up that claim they're the real hardware store. They've been around a long time too. How y'all doing?
How you doing today?
Yeah. People walking down that way. I imagine I'll be down that way. Let's see who's on this courthouse square. Haunted Ghost Walk. Look at that. Palmer's Kitchen. That same shelf owns both. Same shelf owns both restaurants, or works both restaurants. Imagine who owns them.
They have ice cream and sorbet in there too.
Where'd you get your shirt from? My wife and Mike didn't want to get it from her. Huh?
I thrift. So I got it from the thrift store.
Okay.
Back at home. I'm from Atlanta. Y'all have a good one.
Alright, look at the buildings. Sorry about that, I'm showing me. Let's see the buildings, architecture. Well, I don't know where these protests are. They saw the B&M station down on the bottom, and they said they were up here around the courthouse. They just dissipated. Well, I would have got up here sooner maybe, but I worked the farmers market today. And then after the farmers market, I received my tractor back, and I had to stop a leak. Believe it or not, I got another leak. Yeah, my right where the meter is, on my side apparently, it sprung a ginormous leak late last night. I didn't have time to deal with it last night, so I just stopped it. And now that we got it stopped, I'll just do whatever. I'll have to get it fixed. It's too late to mess with it today. So we'll fix it tomorrow sometime. Maybe I'll even call a plumber. But after hours plumbers are kind of expensive. It's too late to have started now because there's going to be some serious digging. Everything sounds quiet over here. This is all the way around the square. Ain't nothing down here. Some of these young guys, some of these other people sitting around may have been part of it. Heard a young girl say she was from Atlanta. Maybe she was part of all that. Maybe it's broke up. I don't see anything down this street other than just people going to restaurants and living normal. That's interesting. Now, the last time they had stuff down here, it was down around the spring where we were, and the police came in and broke them up, tear gas, once they went past their parade permit because they were starting, according to some, to get rowdy. I don't know. Wasn't there, didn't see it. There was a local councilman challenged them having been broke up so heavy-handed. There was a whole lot of state troopers and police here that day, like an army of them. I don't see anybody here today. I ain't seen law enforcement or nothing. So this group apparently is pretty small. Somehow they've got this ambition that they're going to remove the president and vice president. But you know, I wanted to ask them how they were going to do that. I was hoping to find an organizer here and say, well, what's your plan? Just how are you going to do that? Because they apparently are quite a small group. Here, look at this. You can tell. Oh, look at the artwork of the windows. See that? So, you know, I don't know. I'm really don't know what to make about it all. Maybe they had a group here. There's something up here. Somebody, well, they're doing a filming session. Something like a girl. Looks like a modeling session. Hey, can I model for y'all?
Sure.
I'll make a great model. Y'all have fun.
Look like you got a little cage and spice.
Do what?
I said, look like you got a little cage and spice. We can use that.
Oh yeah, okay. Y'all have an awesome weekend. Gotta have a little fun, right? Well, we walked all the way around the courthouse. So there has been a protest here. It's either moved, which is possible, or it's dissipated. Now there are cars here with signs on them and bumper stickers. There's a lot of that. You know, I hope something good happens to you today too. So let's just cross here. There ain't much traffic. This thing's not a regular crosswalk, but all right, y'all been around the city square. Let's look out over the spring here from this vantage point here. Now, if you come here in the early spring and look over the spring, whoo, whoo, a little echo in here, then these trees are blooming. They have a lot of flowering trees in here. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight looking through here. Just before the leaves pop out, things blooming. Look at that arbor down there. Isn't that cool? So that's what we walked up. We're going to go back down. We're going to go back down this other side. Before I do, oh, there were some signs. We missed all the fun. Gee. How y'all doing? Oh, are they? Oh, how many? Oh, okay. Oh, have a good. Couple blocks. Oh, they are protesting. They're marching. I thought it was all gone. That was a BLM person. Two of them had the fist on their shirts. I don't want to walk down that thing or not.
No, I don't think I would.
All right, so well, like I said, we're scouting it. I hear some commotion coming that way. Well, if they're marching, they're not going to be stopped for an interview. I was kind of hoping maybe to interview them and say, hey, well, how do y'all plan to do this? Yeah, I hear some shouting. Hey ho, kind of shouting. That's probably them. parked down that parking deck many times. A lot of offices up in that building. Used to be the Central Bank building. What it is now. Those were times. Yeah, those were times that don't even hardly exist anymore. It used to be the main newspaper here. A lot of talking. Way down there somewhere. Oh, there they are. There's the police. Lots. There they're marching. Well, they're a long way from the courthouse. All right, so they said they were at Big Spring Park. Then it said on the notice on the web. Then on the BLM medic station down at the Big Spring Park, they said they're at the courthouse. Of course, I did ask an individual courthouse, where's the riots? And they looked at me like, huh? Like a veteran. Didn't know the clue. I've never even heard of it. A lot of police cars down here. Got the buildings here. If we have to just walk up a side street and get away from it, that's what we'll do if it looks crazy, but I gotta film that down. Yeah, now we're seeing police cars. Don't see a police car anywhere else. Now we know why they're all congregated around this. This used to be a great coffee shop there. It was called the Coffee Clutch. They served also drinks and such. Actually, I bought coffee there. Time I won a contest from NPR. And that's where they were at and had picked up a pound of coffee there. Once upon a time. Well, maybe they're still in business with the coffee. I think the bar is shut down now. Oh, here it is. That's an old theater. A really old theater. How y'all doing? That's all I need to walk under some music playing. Rockets on the window. I can find rockets are a theme here. Somebody's singing, but I believe that's just part of that restaurant up there. Just got some live music. Don't y'all see this building over there with the planets on it? This is Space Town. Oh, this is all cordoned off. Bunch of guys walking down the end. They'll probably march in that direction, but there's still people eating around here. Police cars, making sure things are peaceful. It's not as many as they had for the other events. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Things they had here a few weeks ago. So there is something going on. There's a bunch of kids walking down there. We've definitely seen a few people come back with the t-shirts that indicated they were BLM. So it looks like they're heading that direction. But There's people here eating that in the midst of it all. Police around here. Oh, I hear somebody singing from the portico of a restaurant. So, yeah, don't appear to be super exciting here, and I didn't really think it would be. That's why I thought I'd venture to check it out. I was hoping maybe I could find the leader of the group, ask them how they plan to accomplish all this, but I got a little feeling they probably wouldn't want to talk to me, to be honest. Check out the planets. So, yeah, this video is scouting. That's all I'm doing, just scouting it out. I think we're going to move. So, they apparently went that way. Maybe back toward the big spring. Let's go back down that little, road there, because that's where we're heading. Paints and pixels. Some pixels printing. Get some printing done and have a beer. I don't know. So life is pretty much normal here. Now, when the other group came through here in spring, they actually boarded up windows in the shops here in town. All these windows were boarded up. The shop owners were really concerned that day. How y'all doing? There's definitely some BLM people here. I saw their shirts. Saw a lot of things marked up on other vehicles. ATM machine, if anybody wants to print some money. What people got? 120. All right, guys. Give me some thumbs up, guys. Here I'm scouting this around. I didn't know where this was going to be at. So just join us. I mean, basically the announcements said slight little limousine. The announcement said it was going to be in Big Spring Park. Well, that's where we went first. We actually went all the way through Big Spring Park. There's a BLM station there. This is the coffee clutch I was telling you about. Yeah, there's no longer any tables there. It smells good. Man, I smell the coffee. Well, purely a coffee shop now. I've had a few brewskis in there in my younger days, back when I was more inclined to do such a thing. It used to be one of the go-to places for the click crowd, I guess. Coffee clutch. We're trying to hit them off at the pass. The old cowboy deal. Hit them off at the pass. Greasy hands. That ain't the place, right? Greasy hands. Oh, bush. This used to be the top hotel in the area. The Russell Erskine, back in the 50s and early 60s. That's it. It was the premier top hotel. A lot of famous people stayed in that hotel. Used to have a presidential suite. It's far removed from that these days. Nothing like what it used to be. Now, these guys are marching. If we do find them, we're not going to be able to talk to them. Oh, there they go. We missed them. We didn't hit them off the pass. We got their sign. There they are. They're real. They're here. Go down this way, back George Spring. We'll probably come back up this. It's not a big group. It's a small group, and they're just marching, holding signs and banners. There's probably more cops there than there are them. But they're not all there. We've seen people splinter off from them, and some have left. We've seen people with the BLM shirts. There's some people gathering to watch them. That may be a counter protest. You know, that's kind of interesting. There may be a counter protest there.
Jaywalking.
And they had those little, I hear them. I hear Black Lives Matter. Probably not with 30 people. About 30 people in the marching right now. There are members around here who are marching. They've probably been going ever since 3 o'clock. Maybe some of them are just tired and they'll come back and do something later. I don't know. We're not going to hang around to find out. Look at the fish on the building up there, mural, and they're cute. So we're going to walk by the spring. I kind of expect they might come back up through here, through the spring. That's my expectation. They look fun, don't they? I guess those are hoverboards. They might come right back up this way. So maybe we will see them. Maybe we're going to see these guys after all. Close. They might just come right through here. There's the wedding site. There's a big spring back over there. So which way are they going? Are they going to come back up through here?
Well, that way? That's where they're going.
Oh, they're going the other way. Just going down there. We'll cross the road. I thought they'd come back up this way and hit the courthouse.
Detour wedding.
There you go. I'm going to mess the wedding up. Not really. I'm going to use them 4 letters. Don't really care for 4 words now. Not on my channel here. At least they're far enough off, that's kind of hard to discern. How are y'all doing? Good, good. Oh, we're out on their tail now. Escort while they're on the road. I guess the park going to be no escort.
That was weird.
What happened?
That's what it was.
Oh, you didn't go walk out in the road?
Followed them.
Oh, stop at the road.
Huh?
Better stop with the light.
Oh, no. Paid attention, see? Looking in the camera.
on their tail. What's down here? Pays well, huh? Vicky says babies overdue for diaper change. Yeah, they're all kids. They're all kids. Let's see. There they are. One across the Japanese bridge that was given to us by, I almost said one of the Japanese generals gave it to this community. If I remember right. Parking place for the Von Braun Civic Center. Von Braun Civic Center, straight ahead. Yeah, I think they're breaking up now. I guess that was it. I think they'll just take a refresher break. They quit chanting, holding their signs. We saw some guys walking past us a little bit ago who were carrying signs and they had BLM shirts on. I guess they gave up earlier. Missed today.
Didn't start.
Danny, how's it going, man? I'm just checking things out. I'm live on YouTube, man.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do YouTube?
Hey, YouTube.
It's a
I'm
co-worker. Danny
just-
Jones, one of the nicest men in the world.
Just out riding the bike. I'm just
Out
living a
riding
few
the
blocks down.
Do you?
Yeah,
Check out his shirt, guys.
Yeah, this is my Who Let the Cats Out shirt. I got a Who Let the Dogs Out shirt, and that's a shirt.
This is a co-worker. We both work for the same company, Bastion Technologies at Marshall Space Flight Center.
How things been going?
Crazy. How
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, just it's been busy. We've been really busy.
We've been busy. We've been
Yeah,
busy.
yeah. Well, all right, hold them down, Greg.
I just
I'll
kind
come
of,
and check on them.
yeah, we're not going to get no danger. We're just checking things out.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll
I
let
got
you,
a
man.
curious channel here. They want to see stuff.
I'll let you.
Because they say curiosity killed the cat, right?
There you go.
The curiosity killed the cat. This is Japanese bridge. It used to have a wooden walkway. It used to be red planks just like the wood here. I guess the walkway gave out. We put concrete in. Yeah, this was a red wooden walkway just like this. This is a Japanese bridge. There's the fish again. I don't think we're going to get too much involved in. So this appears to be more a BLM protest than a refuse fascism protest. Not really seeing much of refuse fascism. There's a plaque here about the donation of this bridge, and it's been painted over. You can't. How you guys doing?
Good, how you doing, man?
All right, thank you. Thanks for all you do. Oh, here it is. This bridge and the cherry trees in this park were gifts from General retired Miko Kimata, Japanese Self-Defense Force, in commemoration of the U.S. bicentennial and recognition of the hospitality, comprehensive training, and cooperation in the Japanese air defense missile program by the city of Huntsville, Madison County, Alabama, and the U.S. Army. See, Huntsville is we're a big defense town. We probably need to stay away from that. They're using 4-letter words. Well, there it is, guys. That was the pavilion we stopped at and asked where they were at. They told us they were at the courthouse. Maybe they went to the courthouse and then they marched down and around. Oh, cops are running. Huh?
Told you that guy was trouble.
Somebody came here and caused some trouble. Somebody came to cause some trouble, and now he's being run down.
No, we need it.
I want to fight. Don't give him a fight.
You're fine.
100% bullshit.
Sorry, a little excitement here.
Worst crime in the USA.
Got him up, got him handcuffed, pulling his pants back up. How you doing? How are you? How you doing?
Nice glasses. What?
Like them, huh? I like yours. You got nice glasses.
Well, that was a surprise.
Yeah, it was. We crossed him walking by. I think he's drunk or
Yeah,
something.
he's drunk.
I think he's drunk.
But I mean, yeah, there's
What, did he do something?
no. That's what they wanted to know. They all ran up. They just grabbed him
Oh.
and they pushed him to the ground.
Well, they all just came running up to him. I
Right.
thought maybe he'd done.
Yeah, he was drunk.
He
But
was
the thing
drunk.
is there's two ways to walk up to a guy who's drunk and say, "Dude, what's happening?" You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but
they're scared. That's
yeah,
why I
well,
had
they
to
want
come
to
out
put
here
cuffs
and show
on. They want to
force.
pick a fight.
Yeah, they're
A
scared.
lot of
I
people
think
scared.
they really want to fight with us.
Do
Yeah,
they?
that's
Yeah.
what they
Oh,
want.
they do.
The police?
The one guy grabbed at the black lady
Oh, yeah?
over there, grabbed
Yeah.
her and caught her mic. She pulled away, and there was enough of us that she's like, "I'll have my attorney be calling you," and she got over there, and there was enough of us around.
Did
Okay.
somebody video it?
Yeah, well, there was plenty of cameras going.
So
Well, listen.
I saw this like on the web for like refusefascism.org, but it's mostly BLM.
Yeah, yeah.
Must
No,
have
I don't know
It's
how.
leftist.
Huh?
Progressive.
It's progressive.
All kinds of-
Yeah,
Leftist.
basically, we want things accountable. Like Dana Fletcher was shot in front of his wife and daughter,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and they will not release the body camera
That's crazy.
and things like this. And Crystal Ragland didn't have a gun, and they shot her. And
Was that
we
the lady in Louisville? That was insane.
right. And now they want her boyfriend to plea bargain. Did you hear the latest?
No, I didn't hear that.
So supposedly they want him to plea bargain that she was part of some gang
Oh,
or something, or in trouble. Because I think
Oh,
he's
because
in
they
trouble
went into
because
the
of
house.
arrest warrants or something. So they are going to put him in jail unless he plea bargains for something. But yeah, there's like also there's a police review board. And the police
How do they know he was drunk?
no,
he was tagging around. He was tagging around and walking around.
but like the police review board
Yeah.
is chosen, I think, 2 by the police chief, 3 of them are chosen by the mayor, and we're saying it should be, and the rest from city council. It said the community should choose a review board of the police. The police should not have their own people on a review board. Because like at work, you know, it's kind of like,
Oh, that's the hen, the Fox Garden hen house. That's what government does, and government and the agencies are supposed to regulate. That's pretty typical.
So yeah, they're reviewing their own people. So of course they're going to say they're fine.
Yeah.
What they always do.
But
They got all that tear gas equipment and them rubber bullet guns, and they want to use that stuff.
well,
man.
like
They don't
the
never
tear
get to
gas, the
use
tear
it.
gas and rubber bullets.
Yeah.
don't
They
never-
collected them. One of the girls collected them after the June 1st and June 3rd.
Yeah.
Called the manufacturer,
Oh.
and it says, yeah, these are supposed to be shot from 80 to 100 yards, almost a football
They were
field,
using it point blank.
20 feet. Yeah,
They
and
got that-
above
they
chest,
got all
above
that-
waist.
They got all that equipment and they want to use it.
Yeah.
They don't never get to it.
So
That's right.
yeah, there's.
They
And
tra-
then-
they
and,
trained-
one of our guys
they
here-
trained and they practiced in the police academy,
see-
and they want to show their skills.
One of our guys here, he's black.
Yeah.
He went to the county commissioner meeting, and they said, sorry, it's capacity because.
Dale Strong's meeting.
Hmm?
Dale Strong. Dale.
Yeah.
Dale Strong.
So he went to that meeting. They said you can't go in because it's a capacity.
Yeah.
One person walked out, 2 people walked out, 7 people walked out. The 8th person walked out. He said, "Can I go in?" And they said no.
Ah.
And he said, "Okay." He stood over there. He has it on video.
Yeah.
White guy came up, walked in.
Oh.
No questions asked.
That's interesting. Everybody's supposed to have a right to freedom of redress and all those things. So if that's being violated, people ought to take action on that system. Interesting.
Well, you know, it's like for,
That's just in
Paper. I know that's the
like,
problem. That's
Like
the problem.
Frances
Just the
Akers,
paper.
she's one of the council people.
Yeah.
She came to protest, and
It's just like
she wanted to know like what's going
Huntsville's
on.
got 11 times more marijuana arrests of black people than they do white people.
Does it?
And that's
Yeah.
more than any other city. You know what?
Yeah, in Alabama,
It's
this is
illegal
number
to search somebody's car, but you know what they do? They search all the black people's cars.
Yeah.
And if they don't find nothing, they let them go and don't nobody ever know about it.
Yeah, the
But if
profiling-
they find some
profiling's
pot,
not good.
they say, I smelled it. And that gave them probable cause to search.
Mm.
That's what they do. No,
Well, also, I mean,
I've been a lawyer for
I have a
40
neighbor.
years, I know.
You been a lawyer 40 years?
Yeah,
Where do
I
you
haven't-
practice at?
federal court,
Federal court. I mean, around here or?
federal court.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a
Everywhere.
neighbor who's
Practice
black.
in
He's
federal
17
court.
years old. He's been pulled over 3 times already.
Oh Lord.
And I said, "What'd you get pulled for?" And he goes, "Tom," he said, "I cannot ask this question."
Well, wait. You know they're supposed to tell you what your charges are.
Right, I said, as a white person, you think, "Oh yeah, you're,
supposed to
you're
tell
a
what you
turn
said.
signal, or you did this, or you did that." He said, "Tom, I can't do that." He said, "You know what the answer will be?
What?
Somebody called in a suspicious person in the neighborhood, and you look like them."
You heard that, didn't you?
I've heard, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's what he
Been there.
gets. So
That's what they
We
do.
think we know who did that.
Yeah, we do.
If they don't find nothing, they just let them go.
well, yeah,
Nobody
because I had
ever
a
knows
Honda, I had a
about it.
'93 Honda Civic that was all kind of beat up and rusty, and I'd drive around too. You know, that's what was
I
my
always
car.
drive beat up rusty cars.
And people are like, you drive through Hampton Cove, and all of a sudden people start. You park your car to go to somebody's house. People are like, "Are they burglaring that house?" It was like,
That's
I
funny.
need to put a sign on it that said, "I'm a friend of Dean's, you know, just visiting."
All right. So is this pretty much it today?
Yeah. We just they walked around the square, and what they did was they stopped in front of some of the restaurants, and
Yeah.
they told a story
Tomorrow night
about
at
somebody who
6.
was shot by the HPD.
We'll be back tomorrow night at 6.
What's that?
We'll be back tomorrow night at 6.
Is it
Tomorrow
tomorrow
night
night or
at
next week at 6?
Tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Well, now
Yeah,
that,
see, this is nationwide today.
yeah, I knew it was today. So this is supposed to be like 60 days or just what? What's the plan?
What do you mean?
I mean, that refused thing said, refused.org said it was going to be 60 days, but only had 1 day posted. I thought, well, that don't make
I don't
sense.
know.
That didn't make sense.
I just saw the Facebook thing
Oh, okay.
that came with some of the people who.
That's a nice breezy day out here. Not
At
too
least
hard.
it wasn't actually-
Huh?
At least it wasn't 2 weeks ago. Well,
Yeah,
we were out
humidity's
here too, 2
down
weeks
right
ago.
now, but it was. We had a cool front or something in last night, made a difference.
Okay.
All right,
I'm off. Have a good one.
take your glasses, man.
These are almost more than 20 years old. I got them like 95.
Oh man, I can't keep them more than a year. I lose them.
Yeah. I rate. See, I got to get them repaired. The
Oh.
rubber piece wore out in there.
Oh yeah, well, those flexible. That's good.
But no, they're not supposed to be that flexible. They're
Ah.
supposed to be just a little. The rubber came out of there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I used to run for Oakley. And,
You ran for Oakley?
Yeah,
Okay.
in the 90s, and they had really big goggle glasses back
Oh yeah.
then.
Oh yeah.
And then they had a pair called Zeros, and they were less than an ounce.
Oh.
And the frames were.
You part of the
plastic.
Huntsville track team?
No, I was
the
in
Huntsville.
Cincinnati. I ran
Cincinnati.
like-
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they were about this big. They were like spectacles, and they just had a little plastic strap, and they broke, and I sent them back. And they sent me back a new pair, and I said, but those were prescription. And he said, oh, we threw them away. So they said, pick any ones you want, and this was the best ones they had at the time were Juliet's, and they're titanium.
Nice. I can't keep it. I've spent several $100s on glasses and not losing this. I just give up. I buy
Don't say
cheap.
that. Yeah, I shouldn't say it. 'Cause these
Oh,
are
okay. I'll knock on wood. Hey.
These are probably from '95.
We'll knock on wood.
Yeah.
Not jinx you there.
Well, have a good one.
You too.
I need some dinner.
Hey, I'll do it. What? No, no kids. No kids.
Cut it.
Yeah, you can get it. I'm gonna sit down and check my chat room here. Got music back there and dining. I'm gonna go around here and sit down. I'll sit on the park bench here.
Are you a citizen of Huntsville?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not in Huntsville. I'm out of town. I'm up in Tony.
Okay, yeah.
I'm up in Tony.
Because we just
Right ahead,
found out
it's
that
right there,
every
like,
citizen
in front of
at
that
city
white car
council
right
can
there.
speak for 3 minutes.
Do I?
We can speak for 3 minutes about anything
Oh yeah.
at a city council meeting.
Okay. Yeah.
So we get like 40 or 50 people, and we have to sit there, and sometimes the meetings go till 10:15, 10:30 at night.
Wanna say hi to YouTube?
Ah, no.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like our friends, they're like, they just think all protesters are angry, like communist threats. And it's like, most of us are peaceful and all, and they judge. A lot of people judge the group by maybe the worst person. They said if you're going to do that, then judge the cops the same way.
Judge what?
The police.
Police. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they
I'll tell you,
judge us.
there's good and bad eggs anywhere you go. Every
Right,
group.
But then one guy said, you know what? How would you say if we get on the airplane if they said, you know what? Some of our pilots are bad eggs.
Some are.
You wouldn't get on the plane.
Some are.
But
It's good and bad anywhere you go, and
Yeah,
every group.
But 6 months of training is not enough for a police officer.
Yeah. The pilots get a lot more training. That's for sure.
Hmm?
Pilots do get a lot more training.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Have a good one.
You too. Here we are. Big Spring Park area. There's the protest, what's left of it. They're broken up now. Caught the tail end of it. Alright, what are folks saying? Head open, eyes on the swivel. That's I ain't gonna get hit here. Nobody's gonna do it. Open source governance, says Daniel Tweet, and go with that. I like the tribe system. Parking is rejuvenating. So's I Jewel, good and bad eggs everywhere you go. That's right. Sure are. Greg, hope you can scroll the whole chat. Wow, there's probably a lot of chat in here. Fouled him up. Did I? Did I foul him up? Trippy man. I'm trying not to incite anything here, guys. I'm just trying to say what it is and give them a chance to say what's on their mind. So that's all. Yeah, that was that same dude back again. Soul's Eye Joel says, well, y'all need to take a look at the rose-colored glasses, and I got mine on. We might be wearing. They blind us. That's what I talk about. Spit on other people's rose-colored glasses. That's why I just walk around and talk to them. That was my objective. So we did it. I went to the protest, and I talked to them. Yeah, well, it wasn't this wasn't really and truly the Refuse Fascism group. So the stuff they had on their website didn't match what that guy was here for. I was wanting to ask him how they were planning to remove Trump and Pence. And I thought that would be a curious thing to ask, but that's not really what the script's here for. So it just didn't make sense to go there. And like I said, I'm not trying to be insightful. Just saying what's happening. Southwest Prepper. Okay, what we got here? More grounded than Wiley East Solar Yacht Brainiac. Oh. Oh. I wish Greg would notice the filter he clicked on. Uh-oh, did I click the filter? What's happening? Oh, shoot. What's happened here? Oh, I see now. Yeah, everything is blurry. All right. Well, yeah, I hadn't been watching the film, and this thing is kind of weird. So, I'm going to read the chats here. Yeah, I got in some mode here. These phones are funny. You touch stuff, and they go to Mars. You don't even know when you're going to Mars. So, yeah, I don't know what battery it is. So our battery will be running down. He is a lefty. Somebody's laughing at that. Oh, that's funny, huh? Wow. Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. Dude looks like a woman. Oh, he acts like a woman, he said. Okay, so, well, that's what he's here for. Woodstock mode is enabled. Is that what I'm in? You know, I don't know what got this camera looking so blurry. Yeah, it's kind of, what is that? It's like 3D or something. Yeah, and then some things about this device I'm not sure about. Let's click these buttons here. Wait, what is that? Normal. Ta-da! I found it. Okay, good. Found it. So Rick Joe magic mushroom filter. Probably fit what we're looking at, huh? And your rainbow color. Okay, yeah, guys, I didn't realize I hit this thing in some funky mode. Wasn't even watching the screen. I was just talking to these guys. Drink a beer and a shot, Greg. No, I don't do that. Don't do alcohol. Trump 2020. All right, let's see. Says Jay Rock. And Vicky says, Greg, I finally sent you my random thoughts from China and India. Okay. Check my email later tonight. Let's see what we got here. The thumbs up. Yeah, give me all the thumbs up you can, guys. Correctly. Be the gray man, gray woman. Well, that's, you know, I'm trying to kind of fit in, you know. I'm just trying not to stick out. Okay, so as I was telling you, I got the psychedelic filter on. I think I've got it fixed now. I'm scrolling up, so if you're commenting below, I'm not seeing it right now. I'm trying to go back. Somebody asked me to check all this stuff out. So, yeah, sounds like the psycho. He's a blah, blah. Sweden loves you, Greg. All right, good. Oh, yeah. Hey, Perry, how you doing? Hey, you know, I got some Swedish ancestry. You might guess that, right? Vicky again says, Greg, I hope you can scroll the whole chat. Well, I'm trying to. I guess by the time I get back down, it's going to be... Wow, looks like I'm going back through some of the same ground again. It's strange. I'm just scrolling straight down, but I'm seeing some of the same stuff over. And Steely Dan says they're coming up here to Michigan 2 times. But guys, you know, I'm going to tell you something. This has been rather peaceful here in Huntsville. You can see the guys are just kind of sitting out here, chilling out. Now, yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like in your big cities. But it's expected here. It really is. This is really what I expected. Oh, you missed a notification. Sorry about that. Hillbilly Lives Matter, they do. Worse than Rochester, New York last night. Oh, was it? Man, I went to bed early last night. Very proud to be a hillbilly. Says Randy Bly. Hi, Randy Bly. He's the husband of a friend with Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Nothing is as it seems. Now that's true. Honda CX. Justice is justice. On this, hillbilly and Southern are the same. You know, being hillbilly or Southern does not mean you gotta be, don't mean you're racist. That's a racist thing to assume, I'm gonna tell you that. One casualty, Greg, having a heart attack. The guy did get taken down. I didn't see what instigated that, but the guys came running all at once toward him. So I don't know what instigated it. I have no idea. And you need to wipe off your camera lens. Oh yeah, I had this thing in the funky mode. I just touched it accidentally when I was walking around. Sorry guys. Greg, get ready to make a run for it. I always was. That military guy who got the Capitol Police in Sacramento to question their behavior was amazing. The most uneventful event I've ever seen. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Bean sprouts matter. Worm lives matter. All lives say amen. A real man can wear a mask and not cry. There you go. I agree with that. Marie, what'd you miss? Not a whole lot, Marie. So I sent a prayer for them. Amen to that. Amen to that. When you stream, someone hurts Greg, I'll fly out. Bring a Texas tornado with me, says Trim of Thought. I hear you. Yeah, so they're walking all around us here. There's nobody threatening anybody. It's all quiet and peaceful here. Kevin, Becky, do you live in Portland? Yes. Darn red glasses is giving us a taste, so that was it. And then psychedelic mode, I had to put the rose-colored glasses on the phone. That's it. Yeah, I can do the gray man thing. I plan to do some video on that gray man stuff. Yes, downtown Huntsville, Alabama. That's right. I think you would fit right in with most groups. I think I could slip into any group. If you can do that, then you're ahead. You know? That's part of it. Being able to slip into any group. But you know, it's also, you know, how you treat people when you meet them. Be friendly. If you can. How y'all doing? All right. Just like that. How y'all doing? That was a tuxedo fellow. Uh-oh. Wonderful history in that city. Yeah, a lot of history here, Randy. Absolutely. Why are the kids there? What's wrong with the parents? Well, yeah, that's a good question. You know, I said in my video, don't bring your kids to these things. I did say that, didn't I? I also said don't go near these things yourself. And here I am. But on the other hand, I kind of know Huntsville. And like you saw, there's a lot of people here with their families out here in the park right now, all around. And so it's just not everything's real quiet and peaceful out here. Now the events here back, I guess it was June, or shall we say very tense. I'm not going to say why, but they were very tense. Eating cookie dough ice cream. Sitting on deck, 15 people there. And there's about a dozen out there now left around the pavilion. I would say they probably had about 30. And Kelly Beckett says people have been dying in Portland. The news is not reporting it. You know, I hear stuff like that. Definitely hear stuff like that there. Are they screaming, we keep up? Are they screaming, we keep us safe? I mean, you know what? I'm almost deaf. Thought I heard some wordy dirge. I heard BLM, you know, Black Lives Matter, being shouted, something about the police. I want some ice cream. Yeah, they're walking all around here eating ice cream, all around here. There's obviously some ice cream for sale in the area. Cultural appropriation. Oh, you scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream. Amen. Who used to say that? Hey, 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 it's Fat Albert. I won't say that top too loud here. I know it incites something. Of course, these kids probably never heard of that. Most of them out there are kids. Most of the guy I talked to, he was an older guy, probably about my age. Somewhere there, give or take a couple of years. 13 years. Audie Murphy was 12. Mayo was a great feast. Really? 12? Huh. Why you think they're letting violent people out of prison and likely paying them to peacefully protest? Is that what this is? I don't know. Maybe. Chris, I don't know. I imagine they're sending them to places where they're not as peaceful. But they said they're going to be back here tomorrow night at 6. That's when you have the things happening at night. I'd be more aware. 13 years. Welfare mamas try to get them pregnant as soon as they hit puberty. Oh, Lord. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Love his t-shirt. Space Cats. Oh, yeah, that's my co-worker. Yeah, get back up through here. Yeah, he actually won the nicest guy award one time at work. Danny Jones. Super nice guy. On the short side. I went to high school with a guy named Danny Jones. He was big, tall, and meaner than a pack of rattlesnakes. Just the opposite. Just the opposite. That turf gorgeous. Some of us thrive on chaos. Those will ultimately be in hell for eternity. Yeah, I think you got a point there. No peace. When no peace, there's no peace. Says Tenderfoot. Oh, well, you know, hey, I'm covered in that regard, my friends. Goldfish matter. People out there are not the problem. It's what can come after that that's scary. Lots of photos of my grandchildren playing in the park. There you go. No Jesus, no peace. Hit them with something, Greg. Uh-oh. Perry, you want me to hit them? What wasn't called for. Somebody was threatening me. You know, just because you may not agree with somebody don't mean you gotta cause problems. You know, you can't win people over by smacking them in the head. And, you know, what you're going to get is everybody else jumping on you probably. So if you really want to win people over, talk to them. You know, you got to wear their rose-colored glasses as much as you can. And then you try to put yours on them. See that? Now you see me through my rose-colored glasses. I guess that's what we're doing in psychedelic mode, right? Nothing going on in Portland. Yeah. Some peaceful murders, says Kevin Beckley. Pardon me, it's hard to read the names sometimes. Get you a Lewis fertilizer farm. They're just having tantrums. Well, here's that. Praise God, says Blue Bottle Bunkin. Coney Island hot dog served in Alabama. Talk a bit of Greg. Did you bring your nunchucks? Got my knuckles. What else do I need? This pays well here. Babies are right. So I've seen these comments. Oh, they are. Corn dogs matter. Corn dogs matter. Yeah, love corn dog. Marching in their Nikes. They're all oppressed, says Karen Snow. Yeah, nobody in this country is starving, I can tell you that. Yeah. Supplementally challenged children, says Hexafus. Hot dogs, yeah, you cannot. Maybe I should start them all the way at the top and scroll down. I'm reading backwards. R. Jones says, doing it now. I used to live and work in the area. Used to wonder why my black female supervisor was so mean and nasty on Fridays. Oakland NAACP meetings on Thursday nights. Is that it? You know what, guys? My boss is a black lady. And she's sweet. Can't say that. Christina Energy. She's real sweet. In fact, I worked on a lot of black people in the Army and elsewhere. And of course, I married a black lady. I got a black daughter. How many restaurant patrons will they cost tonight? I don't know. Silent Lamore says, Bam, Spike. Okay, what are we going to talk about? You're in a rage. Okay, you're in a rage and you're silent no more. It's like you got timed out or something on what you said. Maybe I don't want to know. Communism ground for mommy. Yeah, you know I don't go with communism. I love to hear the choir. It's much more powerful. Kids walking by with mamas and the kids. You know, I can't really show kids on YouTube without getting a lot of trouble. Let's see, can you imagine how beautiful it would be if they were singing hymns instead? Well, I'll tell you how, people are heading to the wedding now. People all dressed up. Well, you know what? Maybe you could teach them how to sing. Stuff they listen to these days don't resemble anything I call music. You certainly sing some beautiful music. So like your Snakes, Black Springs. Nice and cool, they do. All right. Get in there, Greg, said Hexafus. We the people have not been and will not be disarmed. Well, I said hi. I got kind of close to some of the policemen, but they want to make certain points. A policeman with a sharp eye would be able to pick some certain features out as I walk along. But you know what I mean. So, Bama Spike says Bama, Huntsville. Okay, he's answering. Because County Support Town is Greg again. Drink a beer. I don't drink beer, but very seldom. Just a little bit. I can't have any alcohol. My heart goes to the racetrack if I do. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't smoke funky weed either, guys. I don't do these things. One, my job wouldn't allow it. And I'm just not sure I'd be into that anyway. It's not my style. Vicky says snakes were killed by crushing their heads. Yeah, I used to get them with a hoe, chop the heads off of poison snake to do that. Warner knows who supply, support, transport, and pay the rioters, not being persecuted with treason and sedition against the Constitution. Well, Vicky, you know, I asked that in the video. If you remember, the one I did, which had a picture of George Soros on the cover of it, I asked that very question. I made a point. I said, look, it's like this. The NSA, with their software, they can track keywords. You can go back in and query keywords. They know exactly who's funding all this. They know exactly who's behind this. They have to. The fact that they're doing nothing means they're in on it. It's a deep state operation. So if you're against fascism, would you not be against the deep state? But they're not. And Regina Morgan says, I'm Big Spring area. Really? That's where I'm at right now. Regina Morgan says, I'm Big Spring Park area. So are you here? Is that what you mean? I'm sitting right out here by the lake. Right here next to the BLM Pavilion. Oh, James Shaw was trying to warn me something. Lover boy, watch out, Greg. Laughing out loud. Who was it? Who do you think I was flirting with? Oh, probably when I was talking to that little girl posing up there doing the photography. So y'all gonna use me for a model? You want to see that? Some of y'all might not have seen that. You might not have been in here. Ah, Francis knows how to apply to all the women are Greg. They are. They love it. At the car place, it said most are from out of state. Now, that'd be an idea when I walk out here. Lloyd Robinson says, hey, Greg, be safe out there. Don't get in the middle of that. Well, I'm not in the middle of it. I've been on the edge of it. I mean, there's a group that's sitting over just a few feet from me, but, you know, I'm not a member of it. So if I walked over, you know, they go, who are you? No point in that. I'm right here next to them. Fish are begging for food. They are souls, huh? More BLM. Women winked at yeah, hey, they all wink at me. They all wink at me. The Trail of Liberty has been overwatered with the blood of patriots. Long past time to water it with the blood of tyrants. Ah, good point. Good point. Good point. I'm looking for a fight. Somebody's getting dizzy. I guess I'm moving things around too fast. Nighttime will be when it happens. Well, maybe tomorrow night. They're saying tomorrow night. Is Greg going to interview them? Well, you know, I did talk to one of the older guys in the crowd. He came out, as y'all saw. And really, this isn't the Refuse Fascism group. It's BLM. So, it's interesting. So, it's BLM. So, don't think they were on the same agenda. So, you know, we just chatted. There's nobody that I can identify as being the leader over in that crowd. They're just kind of standing around. Probably the leaders are gone. I don't know. Call a cab. That thing commies everywhere says stay out. Well, hey, I'm definitely not a commie, I'll tell you that. Against communism. I think we've got to educate these kids in this country. They've been led astray. That's why I did those videos. I did a series of videos called Freedom Matters, Property Matters. Remember that? Morality Matters. Go back and look at my old videos. And then I did a video on communism, fascism, and capitalism. I've covered these topics. I've done them. Use them. Go out and share these videos. They're on my site. I talk about these things. Call me a medic, says Perry. Either we will fill the graves with our bodies or we will fill them with their bodies, because that's the way things have been, says William. Well, that's where they have been. These people actually believe what they're saying. Okay, they've got a conviction. They've got their worldview. They've got their glasses. Every group's got that. Inside or outside of us, whatever group they are, everybody's got their worldview. That's why I keep telling you guys about worldview. You got to understand the worldview. And what I don't want is Maoist tactics is chant slogans. Understand?
I feel like why we not in a relationship.
Man, I need me a pair of shoes like that. I like them. Hey, I wear them out in the woods. I'd wear them out in the woods. People be scared to death. Got small shoes. Got big old claws on them. Time to call in the Hillbilly Brigade. Well, that is a small group. This is a small group. The freaks come out at night. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. The sun's going down. About time to go. Nothing's gonna happen here tonight. Tomorrow night might be different. We're starting at 6 tomorrow. See, they started at 3 today. I got no intention of being here tomorrow night. I got swatted one week. What does that mean? That sounds good. Even BLM loves you, Greg. Guys, you know, you gotta try to learn to get along with people. They should be afraid to protest in Alabama. Well, you know, that's why I don't expect it to get too far out of hand here. Pretty area, little kids insane. Yeah, I got that. I always told you I'm not bringing kids to these things. Greg, you should model and do it. All right, hang on here. Regina Morgan says, Greg, you should model and do a calendar. Call it Green Greg's and have pictures of you, of your work, tea and castle, your garden. Be awesome. One of my viewers tells me that I should do a model and do a calendar.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't see him collect any signatures. I might have done it earlier. I don't know.
I wonder if they have a bathroom.
It was so. Okay, IKR. I'm still in shock that I was so rudely treated. Oh, Blue Bottle Bunny. What happened to you? Vicky Savage, William Mark Graves. Critters need to be fed. Hey, you know, I live on a farm. I know what to do with the body. And Gray says, I love the South. That's probably coming at night like the rats do. Yo, 420. Somebody's talking to Ransom. He's done gone. Yeah, let's see what state you're from. Yeah, we'll look at some license plates when we get out here. I did hear somebody say, is this the NFAC? I don't think so. Ain't no NFAC here today. Nothing wrong with that, son. Glad we're not all the same. No kidding, Vash. James Gunner. Yeah, I used to have a sergeant. That was an ROTC in high school named James Gunner. We voted him in. We need to keep over it. We need to get over it. We voted him in. We need to get over it. Yeah, they need to get over it, guys. We need to vote him in. They need to get over it. Well, if just, people need to be accepting the election. That's no kidding. There was a hanging tree. There ain't no hanging tree around here. How y'all doing? There's no hanging tree around here, folks. Yeah, I went right around the courthouse downtown. And this is still the downtown area. This is just the big spring park right next to it. You see this? New York's got Central Park. Huntsville's got its big spring park. Hey, I think this looks prettier, guys. I've been in New York City. And I wouldn't want to live there. Gosh, it's expensive. Holy smoke. Videos of people causing havoc in Rochester, New York, invading restaurants. Oh, that's not good. Knights of San Chiquino. I'm not good with that kind of. Jacinto, is that it? And the Sons of the Republic of Texas are watching and getting the graves ready for the fertilizer. That's how we fertilize the southern ground blood cow, sheep, pig. Oh, boy. Let's see. How didn't get a notice from Greg that was live. Well, I put out a little notice ahead of time, like maybe 20 minutes ahead, because I really wasn't sure what time I was going to arrive here. There's a lot of people around here wearing masks. Everybody in the BLM group's got a mask on. I'm out here all by myself in the air. Southern pride people. Well, Southern people got pride. Southern man don't need anyone around. Yeah, amen. That's what Leonard Skinner said in their song, right? Sweet Home Alabama. Good. I have slight downs in Sweden. You know what? South Coast MA Matt says, good, get rid of Confederate Mars that unite Southern pride. People with genuine racism. Not necessarily. No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I'll tell you why. lot of people celebrate, their ancestors and who they fought with. And the South was burnt by that war very badly. And people starved here the winter after. And it just so happens that only 5% of the Southerners were slaveholders, had plantations. And usually the people that didn't have them weren't fond of the ones that did, and nor were they all that fond of the whole idea of the institution of slavery. There were other things in play in that war, despite what you typically hear. Victor's right, history, my friends. There's a lot more in play. You tell me why yeoman farmers that lived in the mountains were fighting for the Confederacy where my ancestors were from. Yeoman farmers didn't have slaves. There weren't any black people around the area. They moved in some later, but all those areas are mostly white, like where I grew up. I remember the first time I saw a black guy when I was 2-year-old, scared me to death. I cried. I thought something was wrong. I never saw a black guy before. Later I married a black woman, so. But I still remember that day. I was 2 years old, and it just scared me. I didn't know what to think. It wasn't anything about racism or prejudice. I wasn't raised to be racist or prejudiced. My parents did not raise me that way. And they would talk against that thing. So it's not something that's universal across the South. It's something that gets taught a lot, and it's not the case. Let's see, Norris killed over from a mad, unpaid protester. Might happen. I'm supposed to be over town, says Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Nice beach, said Ransom. Y'all may not agree with what I was saying, but Southern, we are a people in the South. We have a culture, and it's a culture of food, family, a way of talking, being more conservative generally, being more religious generally, but not everybody is that way. There's exceptions. My memory of that when I was a kid was that people would help people, neighbors would help neighbors. When somebody was sick or somebody died, everybody in the neighborhood would come over with food, and people would help each other out. That's the South I knew, and that's what being Southern meant to me. When kids used to come down from up north, the ones I met at least, used to be rude, and they would cuss and want to fight all the time. And I thought, well, that's a huge stark difference. And so to me, being Southern was being more genteel. It was having a positive attitude. It was loving my neighbor. It was community. It was family. And, families used to get together and have big cookouts and do a lot of things together. And those were things that were typical of the South. And that was Southern culture. And that's the way I know it. That's what Southern culture is to me. And there's only one symbol across the South that really it applies to all Southerners, good or bad. There's only one. And that's just the way it is. And it really, when I was a kid, it used to tick me off to see it appropriated by hate groups. I don't like hate groups. I do not like the KKK. Okay? Do not go with that stuff. Now, my battery's going to run out here in a minute. And I'm still not scrolling all the way up this Vicky asked me to scroll up the chat room. And I'm working it, but man, I know I'm going to run out of battery here in a little bit. I've never seen this Huntsville in my life. Okay, I think I'm caught up. And I found a little lady dagger status on Miss Alabama moved in 2000. She looks like a cute black lady in her profile picture. I'll tell you something. There's good people of all races, all colors, all creeds, from all backgrounds, from all countries, all hamlets, and from all beliefs. For somebody to find a Trump supporter and say, oh, he's a Nazi and shoot him is a heinous crime. For somebody to find somebody here and do the same thing is also a heinous crime. And that's the way I see it. Now, if somebody's out burning and looting, it's fair game. That's a different matter. Don't burn and loot. But, capital punishment is not the crime for that either. But if somebody's threatening you in your life, you got to defend yourself. If it's threatening your community, you got to defend your community. I keep saying that. I'm saying that's not sitting right here because we don't agree. But that goes for them too. They got the right to defend themselves. Okay, back down to the bottom. 6. Oh, the bird's flying over behind me. I can see it on the screen now. So, wow, there's been a lot of comments. That's how much scrolling up to the comments. Perry McClure went to school in Atlanta. That's a big city. I thought that was a fresh baked cake. God bless you, sir. Where you at? That's 6 Sigma 6. This is Big Spring Park in Huntsville, Alabama. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I see that. Big Spring Park, Huntsville, Alabama. There's some music. Got a sunset back over here. There's the Von Braun Civic Center, named after Dr. Venner Von Braun. There's the pavilion. There's Black Lives Matter's good little sunset. Look at all the clouds up here. We got a pretty sunset in the clouds. There's some of our new hotels back over there. You can see the spring go back up under the bridge there. So, City Hall is right there in the marble building. They're wanting to move it. And of course the courthouse is the county admin building. We walked around the courthouse during this video. I'm scrolling back again to catch you back where I started scrolling. Sonia says, warning, the mask reduces the viral load you're exposed to. Wearing a mask reduces viral load you're exposed to. The greater the load, yeah, the greater viral load, the worse you get it when you get it. Standing by the comment that the gal, them, I don't know what you're saying there, I haven't seen it. See why worms are doing good. All right, Rick, good to hear that. So I've lived in the north and west. I love the south. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sing for Greg. Hum a tune. Oh, sing for us. You want me to sing for you? Okay, Perry. I'll think about that here in a minute. I think my dog wants some ice cream. Your dog wants some ice cream. That's funny, so was I. Dairy Queen, she's so pervasive when it's hot. Does your dog really eat ice cream? That's right. Virgil Kane is my name. Yeah. The night they tore old Dixie down, and all the bells were ringing. The night they tore, I think we're there. The devil went down to Georgia looking for stole to steal. He was behind. He was in bind. He wanted to make a deal. And that's Perry McClure, but he says his name was Grant. Yeah, and it was General Sherman who did Sherman's March to the Sea. Sing Dixie, Greg. Oh, wish there was a land of cotton, but old times there are now forgotten, blown away, gone today. Over here. Greg, are you plan on staying through the evening? No, I'm going to leave here in just a minute. I'm going to leave in just a minute. I'm just scrolling through all these notes y'all put out here. Why not do a calendar? You are greater creators, beautiful from the inside. Big said, why not do a calendar? You are the greater creators, beautiful from the inside. Yeah, the inside is what counts. It's hard to capture the inside on the calendar, though, the photo. 33 hair follicle wizard. 33rd hair follicle wizard. Interesting. My family has hog farms. Hey, that's a good thing. We're praying for us all. Remains peaceful now. I hear that. How about tomorrow night? Yeah, I don't plan to leave tomorrow. There'll also be planes from jets pilots. Somebody's talking about sound. Yeah, there's some planes flying around behind me. Gosh, Randy. They're seeing the contrails and making chemtrails. That's what it is. Hey, look up the spraying. There's an airplane. That's a little plane. There he is. Button. Right back up there. Can I see him? Let's see him. There we go. There he goes. Spraying yellow in Sweden. Uh-oh. 10 ghost riders in the sky. Oh, what are you going to do to that team? Ghost riders in the skies. Not the skies, but the skies.
Yeah, I don't know.
You are voting not for just the White House placeholder. you really want those in office who keep up in the age of life that can be killed just because the mother says so. Oh, good point. A fish is in Lowe's life. Good point. Yeah, we don't have to go here now. My batteries got to be shot by now. Gotta go. Y'all be safe this morning, right? All right. It's a choice, though. Dems get office. Wait. It is a choice, though. Dems get office. They will do all the project into Trump about fascism and then some. Hey, great check out the cloud formation over my head. Oh yeah, I showed y'all some clouds a minute ago. We'll look back at the sunset clouds here in a minute. We gotta go in a minute, guys. And yes, Patriot Preacher 43 says Jesus is King. Y'all King Jesus. Steely Dan, don't forget you can write a name as well. Wow, what a great choice. Vote for Trump, Biden. Well, there's a libertarian. We got a woman running, right? You know, hey, I have the libertarian streak, but you know, I do vote where my vote counts when I vote. I have voted for some libertarian lower level officers. I usually vote for whoever I think is going to be most friendly to amendment number deuce. Dose. You know what I mean? And Harry McClure says, hallelujah. That's some leftover chili. Grated cheddar. Jimbo Franks. You know what? That sounds pretty good, Chris B. I just bought some chili. It's going to be kind of cold tonight. It might be a good time to have it. Beer matters. Chili cheese dogs matter. All right. You know what? While scrolling up looking at all the other messages, I missed a ton of other messages. White Boys 187 says, we saw similar Kenosha outsiders on the third night burn the city. Yeah. That's what I probably most expect. They use the outsiders a lot of time to do the dirty work. This has been excellent. I do hope that peace continues throughout this gathering. Yep, Sonny, me too. Chinese people said cities would be URN. Yep. They need a pacemaker. Wow, preacher, I don't need a pacemaker. The hive puts out poison honey. Now, the hive does. Tastes sweet, but it's going to get you. It's going to get you. Tell it, Greg, you're a what? Tell it, Greg, you're a pacemaker. God bless you, buddy. Good work. Mars Live. Biden will run against Trump until he bows out, offers his position to Democrat election to Sanders. It's probably be Camilla. Biden is having a hard time. He can't hardly say a sentence. The man has got some serious issues. The fact that he got nominated says a lot. I guess it says, I don't know what this says. It says something. Go get ice cream. Yeah, ZZ Top, Greg. Fandango. You know what? I think we're going to have to go here in a minute. I do believe we got to go here in a little bit. It's going to get dark. Look at the sun set, guys. Look at the skies. Trees. Just kind of do a panorama here. I'll see if the battery lasts till I get back to my car. I'm parked up that way. I'll walk around this way though. I'll walk by. See my van's back over there. See my van. So everybody's peaceful here. Just gathered out on their phones, kind of how I am. sunset. Von Braun Civic Center. I know Winter Von Braun, because he really developed this town a lot. He put this place on the map. When Von Braun came here, this was the watercress capital of the world. That's the Rocket City. Fish. The ducks. We're being invaded. We're being invaded. It's aliens. Only an alien could fit in that thing and fly that thing. Be a little bitty alien, right? Maybe one of them little minnows. I have a minnow knot. Like every day, I think a minnow knot. Just laid out on the grass, enjoying the day out here in the sunset. He's freezing. You can buy fish food. Money goes to help the park. Quarter hot. We're building a new building here. I don't know how long this phone's going to last. It might die before I get up here. What I'm going to do though, I'll show y'all the flame that's been burning in Huntsville for a long time. I'm going to go back to my car. I'll check some tags out going back. There it is. The space aliens! I'm walking back around this way. I'm walking back around this way. Look at this thing. I know, look at the flame over here.
Oh, I got you. I hear you. I didn't see it. Duh.
Feel him. Out there. We had a kid. We don't show kids on videos. Ah, that's what the shaved ice is coming through. I don't know about ice. Anyway. Kind of spaced out like the walkway across the stream. Alright, look at that flame. Declaration of the United States of America. Declaration. This is the Declaration of Independence here. That's the Freedom Flame. Look, there's a plaque here. It said something about how long that's been burning. I think that's been lit continuously for a long time. When I had my 93 conference here, it was here lit. And it had been going for years before that. So I think we keep this flame going almost eternally. That's the idea. And friends, this is what we're all about. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. When in the course of human history it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands with which they connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth and separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect for the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to separation. And there's more of that in there. Anyway, I don't know if I should actually be showing tags, but I can tell you what I see. There's only 2 vehicles in the way of mine. Alabama tag. Alabama tag. My car's got an Alabama tag too. All right. What's in front of me here? Alabama tag. What's in front of it? Alabama tag. All right, I'm seeing Alabama tags here, but I'm not sure. There's different cars parked here when I got here. They may have left. A lot of them may have left. In fact, I'm pretty sure a whole lot of them have left. There's definitely a BLM type car in front of me when I first got here. All right. My stupid seat went to an automatic adjustment. And it's not my adjustment. What made it do that? It's like crammed me in here. I can't get in.
It's weird.
So I'm going to have to readjust my seat. I'm going to take my door out. So I'm going to straighten my door open. Make this up. Oh, something wrong. I better get my knees in here. What else we hit? One. No, it thinks it is one. It's wrong.
That was straight.
Yeah.
Mind of its own.
Yeah, my car's got a mind of its own. Gotta readjust the seat. Check the mirrors. Mirrors look okay. Alright, guys. We've had a long session. We went 2 hours. But I said I was going to scout this protest, and I scouted it. We had to chase it down. We had to find it. Then we followed them. Then we stayed on the outskirts right next to them and even talked to a few people from the protest. So, and I was trying not to be insightful. So I'm not trying to cause trouble. And like I said, I actually tried to wear their rose-colored glasses. The guy got to make his points. Let me set this phone down a second. I'm going to buckle up. You can look at the sky for a minute. We're about to go out of here. But I believe I delivered. Now, somebody says it's a big non-event, and that's why I came here. This is Huntsville, Alabama. It's a very conservative town, a peaceful town. You see even the equipment they're using for the crane's got a flag on it. This is Huntsville. This is a defense town, a space town, and a conservative town right in the middle of it's eclectic. It's got people from all over the world, but it's also in the middle of the Bible Belt. So, and it's got a Republican mayor and the police here are pretty active. So I did not expect to see a lot of trouble. What we got here? Georgia Spring, beautiful park. Thank you for the walk around. Yeah, we got a nature tour here, if nothing else today, in a city. California, New York people are moving out. They're moving out to Arizona, big time. Oh, look out Arizona. Big Ben rocks and Head says it ain't rained here so far this year. Oh my God, really? God, I think we got all your rain. Just don't stop raining here. Deborah Trek says thank you, Greg. A beautiful day for the walk. Yeah, y'all got to walk. Live walk. A walk and a talk. Now I'm in my old beat up 98 van here. I got two 98 vans. It's Town and Country and a Dodge Caravan. This would beat up more than this one. And I got my 76 one-ton truck. Everything else is antique. Today's the closest day of the summer. Same here. We had it down to 62 last night. Nice. Garden loves the rain when the farmers are burning. Okay. All right, guys. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Just trying to scroll here and weird things happen. Yep. All right. So several of my springs here have watercress. Yeah, this used to be the watercress capital of the world. Yeah, I don't think Biden's going to last. This is coming. I don't know what her name is. All right, guys. It's been real. We got real. So, nobody can say that Greg's, too chicken to go to a protest. But I was smart not to go to a crazy one, I think. But I don't know, it could get crazy here later. I don't know. We'll watch the news over the next few days. I think I've had my share of that. I've done my share. I took y'all to it. Y'all got to see it. Y'all got to hear some of them talk. One of the guys did quite a bit of talking. Actually, two of the guys were talking. One said he'd been a lawyer for 40 years. So, there's lawyers on all sides of the political spectrum. And so they're most all professionals. There's many different worldviews out there. But somehow we got to learn to live, to get along, to survive. See my video on a nuke in every pot, and it's that will show you why we got to learn to get along. But at the same time, we got to be aware. There's crazy stuff going on. That's why I cover things in China. China is playing a bad boy right now. They're a global bully. I must admit that, there's a whole lot of resemblance between the actions of Xi Jinping and a certain premier from Germany, Mr. Adolf. I'm not talking about the meat tenderizer, if you know what I mean. So, anyway, I think we're about done here, guys. So, 2 hours and 6 minutes. I want to thank y'all for watching. Appreciate everyone. I don't know what's happening in other cities. We'll be seeing it on the news tonight. I hope peace prevailed. I hope all the other cities could have had it like we did here and not been, violence and craziness. But I don't know. This is Huntsville, Alabama. It's a different place. It's kind of surprising they even had an event here, but they did. In any event, thank everyone for watching. Y'all take care. Share my other videos, the Peace Matters videos, the Freedom Matters, the Property Matters, the videos I did on communism and socialism and capitalism. Now, find those videos. Young people need a different perspective. They need some education outside of what the propaganda they're getting in the world. Anyway, so, yeah, I'll do talk about China and also talk about things that you need to eat from the wild, how to wild forage, wild craft, wild medicinals, and how to grow your own food. That's the most important things right now. Anyway, I got to go. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care, and everyone have an awesome Labor Day weekend. Goodbye.